As you see, I reverted back to grating the cucumber because it was just so wet that I thought that it would need less mass for each piece to get all that moisture gone. But it's really starting to look really pretty and it smells wonderful. So now we move on to our peppers. And I have gloves to wear. Some people don't bother with that, but there's nothing worse than wiping your eyes or your nose or your lips with pepper juice remaining on your fingers. It will set you on fire. So I'm all gloved up, and here we go. And I'm going to use the whole jalapeno without the stem, of course. We're just going to cut it in quarters, long ways, or almost quarters anyway. And then just little thin slices. And no, I'm not one of those chefs that can chop, 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 chop super fast. I would like to keep my digits. So that's how I do it. I just kind of go back and crunch them up a little bit more and put them in a bowl. And so I'm going to repeat that process through all of these jalapenos. And then I will chop, chop, chop up my little Tabasco peppers. And I will see y'all back here as soon as I get that done. So here we go. I've gotten everything chopped up, and as you see, my bowl is very full. Very, very full. I've got maybe 1.5 inches space from the top left here. So this is a 1/4 cup of pickling salt. And so I'm just going to sprinkle some over the top here. And then we're going to mix it in. And we're just going to do that over and over until all of the salt is used up. All those colors are so pretty, and I really wish you could smell this, but tomorrow when I start cooking it, that's when I really wish that we could have smell-o-vision, because it smells so good when it starts cooking. Gonna have several different spices and seasonings going in tomorrow when we put it in the cook pot. Actually, we'll blend all the seasonings together with some vinegar and some sugar and let that boil for a little bit, and then we'll add our vegetables and we'll let them boil for a little bit. And I'll give you more of the directions as I go tomorrow. Just giving you kind of a breakdown on how this is going to happen. So that's all of the salt. And I'm just going to give it a really good mix now. Keep going round and round this big old bowl. So I guess this bowl is probably about, I don't know, inches by 7 inches. That's a guess. I haven't measured. Let you see how much we've got going here. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is put a lid on this and leave it sitting overnight. And tomorrow we will finish this off. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hi there. Welcome back to Grammy Tammy'S place. I am going to start working on this Chow. As you know, where we left off yesterday, we had salted down all of our chopped up vegetables and the bowl was almost completely full. You see how much it has reduced overnight. And so we're just going to strain that off, rinse it off, and let it sit and drain while we get our vinegar and sugar and spices mixed up. So I'm going to drop you down so that you can see the rinsing process. You'll be able to see every step I take, and let's get going. I'm just going to drop you down. There we go. I'm just going to cup by cup so that I don't dump this out into the sink. But you can see how pretty and purple the juice is in the bowl. I know that yesterday's video was very chopped up, but that was due to all of the chopping. Haha. I just didn't want you to have to sit and watch the whole thing, and I didn't want to fast forward through the whole thing either, because that would just been a whole lot of video time. So we're just gonna continue to scoop this out. May have to get another colander. I am going to get another colander. I'll be right back. Rinsing, and in order not to waste any of those vegetables, I'm going to rinse out the bowl and the cup over the vegetables. Now, excuse me. Gonna give them a really good rinse. Same thing over here. Hair out of the way. to be sure they are very, very well rinsed. Okay, we're going to set these, well, we're going to leave these sitting here in the sink, and then I'm going to move you over to the pot, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while that drains, we're going to get our vinegar mixture going. I have 3.5 cups of just white, regular distilled vinegar. Excuse me, that is 3.5 cups. And then we're going to add to that 1.5 cups of white sugar. Just regular old white granulated sugar. Nothing special. Stir that in. Going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of ground mustard. And as you can see, I've got them all divided up in there so you can see each one. Just a teaspoon of each. Stir that in. We're also going to add a teaspoon each of celery seed and a yellow mustard seed. Stir that in as well. And here we have 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves and 2 tablespoons of red pepper flakes, the red crushed pepper flakes. Stir that all in. We're also going to need 1 tablespoon, no, wrong, 2 tablespoons of pickling spice. This is just Ball kosher dill pickling mix. Works just great. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. In. We also need 4 ounces of Worcestershire, which I did not get ready ahead of time. And I use a shot glass. It's 2 ounces. Okay. So that's our mix. All we need to do is get it to boiling. We'll let it boil for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And then we will add vegetables to that. So I'll bring you back when I get around to adding the vegetables back to the boiling mix.